Hi, my name is Yana, and for me, the most rewarding work that I've done so far in education is working in the 3K classroom as a teacher. I found that working with such young population that is just exiting their toddler years was it was very warm and very positive, and it kind of felt like building a little family and getting to guide their learning and their understanding. And it's an age where they're still learning how to interact with one another and kind of trying to balance their own needs with respect to the needs of everyone around them, children as well as adults. And for me, that was just very heartwarming and very rewarding as an educator and as a professional to be able to witness that and partake and aid in the various aspects of development of children. And you get to really watch them grow, watch their language develop, watch them develop their own thinking in socio-emotional situations and in situations that ask them to pull on their cognition and on their logic. I think it's really great just to watch children evolve. And this is an age where sometimes you would watch a child that didn't really speak in social settings start being more verbal and start really expressing themselves and who they are. And the difference you see during this age of development is drastic. And it's also really interesting to watch English learners that just emerged from kind of the secluded setting of the COVID home that many kids grew up in. They didn't really spend as much time outside and, around others, given, kind of the setting of the world in the last few years. And some of them just didn't have opportunities to speak English and only speak in their native tongues, and you get to watch them learn English and watch those connections develop. I think it's just a really positive and impactful experience. So I got to participate in Danielson's Domain 3C, Engaging Students in Learning. It really helped me understand what play-based learning is and its importance, and the reason that the centers are separated the way that they are, and the impact that it can have on student experiences. And as Danielson says, that teachers, while are sometimes given certain materials and like parts of the classroom by their district or by their school board, that teachers can sometimes change and choose other materials that are better suited to engage students in deep learning. And I thought that was interesting as well, because while I was provided with a lot of materials by my director, there are a lot of things that I kind of spend my own money on, things that they would show interest in, things that I would, think would be a good fit for my class. And it was nice to kind of introduce those new materials as the year progressed and see how they respond and interact with different things. Um, it was really nice to set up a classroom environment, which is domain 2 of the Danielson framework. It was nice to be able to set the tone for these students' experiences, because I know every teacher will set a different vibe in the classroom. Some are very strict and there's a lot of emphasis on learning. There's different levels of warmth that teachers offer their students, and it was really nice to kind of lead students into positive experiences and give them positive feedback and encouragement. And it was nice to be able to plan little things for them. Like one of the trips that I was able to convince my director to let us go on was to go to the matzah factory. We had a large student population that were Jewish, and like their parents were preparing for Passover, and we were able to go to like the matzah factory. It was just only a couple blocks from the school, but it was really nice just to see that I could like I didn't think that the director would allow that, because it is a group of 3 to 4 year olds, but she was very positive, and the factory was also very welcoming. And overall, it was just it was very telling of the fact that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to work, well, not, I don't know for the rest of my life, but this is the population with which I'd like to work. I really enjoy working with toddlers and preschoolers, and just kind of having those meaningful interactions that help shape their mind frames.